What's up YouTube, this is Naruto340 and today I'm bringing you guys a deck of the month video. And you guys should kinda realize what deck I'm running by just showing you this. But if you did not, I am running Malefic World and Sin Monster or Malefic Monsters. This deck is just a fun deck. It can be competitive if it wanted to be. Definitely not tier 1, but it has a lot of viable options, such as that 4000 Cyber End Dragon beater right over there. And it also has the Stardust and the Malefic Truth Dragons to just back it up in just brute force. So let's go through the lineup and I'll show you what's going on. I run 3 Cyber End Dragons, 2 Malefic Stardust Dragons, 2 Malefic Truth, 2 Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast, 2 Spirit Reapers, 3 Malefic Worlds, 3 Terraformings, 2 MSTs, 1 Swords of Revealing Light, Dark Hole, Giant Trunade, Mirror Force, Monster Reborn, 3 Skill Drain, 3 Dark Bribes, 2 Malefic Claw Streams, 2 Proof of Powerlessness, 2 Eradicator Epidemic Virus, 2 Solemn Warnings, and 1 Mirror, 1 Solemn, 1 Torrent, and obviously the side deck will have these 2 cards. Alright, let's go through the deck. Cyber End Dragon, you guys should all know why I'm running this card. It's ridiculously easy to summon. As long as I have a Cyber End Dragon in my extra deck, I can remove it from play to summon out this beast of a monster. It's a 4000 attack and 2800 defense monster. So this card could pretty much go over anything and everything in this current meta. It's just a brute force, pretty much. That's why I run 3 of them. Obviously, all Malefic monsters, you're only allowed to have 1, but it's fine. You don't need more than 1. Yeah, so that's that. Stardust Dragon, I think I'm going to be running 1 more copy, so 3 of these. 2's been testing fine, but I like the consistency of 3 better. So this card, if you don't know, this protects all field spell cards, so you definitely need protection. The key purpose of this deck, Beatdown / keep this card alive and active on the field at all times. Malefic Truth Dragon, this card's another beater. It's a 5000 beater. And it has a unique effect. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. So this thing is like a Rogeki on steroids, pretty much. So this card can only be special summoned when your Malefic monster is destroyed by battle or a card effect, and you have to pay half your life points. Half your life points for an OTK is not bad, and I'll show you why that is. Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast, I use him because I do run skill drains, and just playing into the whole beatdown deck kind of sense. This card is a monster when a skill drains out on the field, so that's the reason why I run 2 of those. Sometimes this deck could draw really badly, and at those times I need Spirit Reaper for defense. And if I do have one of these other monsters out on the field, I could use this card to poke in for damage and make them discard a random card. 3 Malefic Worlds, obviously, because this whole deck revolves around this one card. So yeah, that's why you definitely need to run 3 of those. 3 Terraformings, that might sound like overkill, but you need it because you need these cards ASAP in order for all your plays to go off, pretty much. 2 MSTs to hit that back row. Swords of Revealing Light, because you have to stall sometimes. Dark Hole, just staple. Giant Trunade, staple. Monster Reborn, staple. Skill Drain. 3 skill drains because I want Fusilier to become a beast. 2800 is nothing, no laughing matter. And all these guys, doesn't matter, they become beaters, and which they essentially are. So It doesn't take away from the game, or your style of play, I should say. Dark Bribe, obviously Mystic Space Typhoon, Giant Trunade, Dust Tornado, those are not nice cards, especially when you have to keep that card out on the field. So I'd rather give my opponent a hand advantage than allow them to destroy this and have nothing I can turn back to. So that's that. 2 Malefic Claw Streams. You can activate only if you control a face-up Malefic monster. You could select one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So this thing is pretty beast. If they have a Dark Dragon, if they have some random synchro, obviously not Stardust, but random synchro that you have to get over, or you want to push for game, you can use this card to destroy it and then just push with 4,000, 2,500, or 5,000. Proof of Powerlessness. This card's beast, especially in this deck, because it's so easy to special summon these high level monsters. This card, you can only activate this card when you have a level 7 or higher, and notice all my monsters besides Spirit Reaper, obviously, they're level 7 and higher. Destroy all face-up level 5 or lower monsters your opponent controls. Once again, it's like it's the Regeki factor, or the not Dark Hole. It's the Regeki factor, because you're destroying their entire field and summoning. You have these 5,000, 2,800, 2,500, or 4,000 a beater just to push for game. So I have 2 of those in here, and this actually works. It's very consistent. Eradicator, Epidemic, Virus. Now, the reason why I run this card is because of the following. You have to tribute one dark monster with 2,500 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 targets for this one card. When you do that, it's pretty much like a crush card virus, but for 3 turns, spell or trap cards. And in today's meta, spell cards are running rampantly. There's more spell cards used than traps most of the time. And for 3 turns, if you can destroy a card such as Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Giant Trunade, or you can just target those kind of cards when they draw it, it's pretty beast. And they have to get rid of it, rid of spell and trap spell cards, let's say, for 3 turns. And when this card is activated, you also get look at their field, get rid of the spell cards pretty much. So Necro Valley, all that crap goes down the drain. 2 Solemn Warnings for protection, Mirror Force, Solemn, and Torrential for just staples. So yeah, this deck is actually quite competitive when it wants to be. Sometimes I will admit this deck can be a little stale, meaning it takes a while for the engine to get started, but once you have Malefic World or Terraforming, doesn't matter. And if you have Terraforming, activate Terraforming, get your Malefic World, start generating the pluses, because you can, instead of drawing, you can bring out these guys. And obviously, once if you're using 3 Stardust, I would definitely go for Stardust first, because you need to protect this card at all times. And constantly keep doing that. Once you don't need this Malefic World's effect, just keep it out on the field because you need it. And then just use all these other protection cards like Dark Bribes, the MSTs, Swords, Eradicator, Epidemic, Virus, Proof of Powerlessness, stuff like that, to just maintain field pressure and just destroy them with overwhelming beat sticks like these. So usually I'll do Malefic World, have one of these guys set up, Eradicator, Epidemic, Virus, target spells, and they pretty much discard all their spell cards. No Monster Reborn, no Dark Hole, no Giant Trunades for 3 turns. So that's ridiculously good. Proof of Powerlessness. There's not a lot of monsters out there besides Synchro monsters right now that are level 5 or higher. So if you have first turn this, or second turn, or whenever maybe they have 3 or 4 face down monsters and you want to get rid of them, you just pretty much just not face down because this doesn't target face down, but if they have level 5 or lower monsters, you can just obliterate their field. Skill drain, obviously protection and offensive use. Protection because Raiko or Chaos Sorcerer or Dad, those cards can destroy cards on the field, and obviously you don't want that from happening. So you have your beaters, you have this card, and you protect that card from those cards. So that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be posting a lot more videos since I'm on break. And just thanks for watching, guys. This is my Malefic World deck. Once again, here's the lineup. I have a lot of other fun and creative decks that's